Welcome back once again, guys. It's me, Baylor12 here, doing another video. Today's video is going to be Narcissu Side Second, the same game again. And, now we're in winter 2005, 7F. To recap, basically, go watch the first video if you have not, because I am explaining spoilers right now to the first part. Basically, we learned that she's gonna die. She has very rude parents. Let's see, what else is there? Her classmates really liked her back when she first started getting hospitalized, and then after they just were like, you know what, too much business, I'm leaving. And she lost all of her friends, and needless to say, she's all alone now. So, but last chapter it said, and then I met her. So I think we're gonna find her a friend. So, let's go. This place was kind of a lounge at one side of the corridor across from the nurse's station. This generally deserted place held few couches and chairs, as well as a large TV, stupid programs commemorating in a year still being broadcast on this 28-inch screen. And there was a girl who looked absolutely bored watching that absolutely boring TV. That would be me. Because my parents make me watch this kind of stuff. Short, in pink pajamas. Nope, I'm really tall. A white bracelet on her wrist, just like mine. So that means she's gonna die too. Impressively long hair that almost reached down to her hips. Jeez. Rapunzel much? Hey, do you find that interesting? There's no deep purpose in asking. Simply, I had nothing else to do, so I started talking to her. Not really. Was her only reply to me. She did not turn to face me at all. She kept looking on with boredom at the TV as if I didn't even exist. Then don't watch it. Even though I thought this, I sat down in the chair next to her. And side by side we watched TV, nothing else to do. Nothing we could do. So we sat there silently and watched TV. New Year's celebration programs as per usual, a useless tray of comedians and oddities. And every so often the MC's stupid, shrill laughter resounding dryly in the white-drenched Sun Lounge. Say, tell me. The girl suddenly started talking to me, but her eyes were as always glued to the TV screen. How many times is it for you now? What do you mean by that? How many times have you been hospitalized, stupid? You're in a hospital. Oh, it's a 7F. Okay. Well, same difference, guys. How many times did you come here to 7F? Sorry, I have no clue what you're talking about. I see, so it's your first time then. So she had seen my confusion about her question come to the right conclusion. Then, since there's no one else around, and since it's my duty... Duty? There's this rule. Nodding slightly, she explained that the rule was someone here, 7F, should tell the newcomers the truth. I knew nothing. I understood even less. And as if I did not exist, she slowly started her speech. Then listened closely. Her words, spoken methodically, one by one, were a little different from all the ones I had heard from the doctors about this place. In their business-like, crisp syntax, they told me, this place where one waits for medical advances. This is a place where one heals one's heart, and perhaps they might have been correct in a general state. But according to this girl, that is just the party line. The truth was that this place 7F is the only place in the hospital where medical treatments did not take place. This was just a place where you waited for your life to come to an end. Those were her words to me. I thought so well, I even felt before she spoken it. See, this is my second time. How can you be sent here a second time because you wait here to die? Second time doing what? Coming here. And then she explained to me that nobody on 7F stayed here from initial hospitalization all the way until death. Oh. Well, there was zero possibility of being cured. You were sent home if your condition was stable. But if worsened again, you would return here. That cycle only ended in death. Whether it was at home or here on 7F, always one of the two, you were going to die. No escaping it seems. And without meaning per meeting on every word, she informed me that this was her second time up here.
じゃあ一度しか言わないから
I'm only going to say this
ここ
once,
からは
so listen closely now. She continued speaking, all while staring at the blank TV screen. This wasn't idle chit-chat about when the lights out was or where the kitchen was like or anything like that. This was simply something completely different. Oh my goodness, my reading. The third time you were discharged home, resign yourself. There won't be a fourth time. You will never go home again. If you ever want to escape, head toward the B station, not the A station. Eat nothing, that's a simplest shortcut. You'll leave small burden on your family that way. You'll leave the smallest burden on your family that way. As if she packed to the brim with matters like those. This was probably an oral tradition, relevant to only those who were going to die, and kept by those who only came here for that purpose. So is this the duty that you were talking about? Yes,
そうよ
that's right.
いつかあなたも
Do you remember to perform it for the newcomer yourself
伝
someday?
えてね
Okay. With those words, she slowly stood up. She casually tossed her long hair and grazed my nose.
じゃ
I have to go get my temperature
あ
measured, so... Then she turned her back and started walking down the corridor. Now completely deserted, save for me. The lounge held only laughter from the TV and the white flowers by the windowsill. In the end, she didn't even look at me once. A few days later, New Year celebrations were over and the middle school and high school students were beginning a new term. And just as ever, she and I sat in this lounge staring blankly at the TV. This is boring.
そうね
So it is. So we both said, but both of us kept our eyes on the screen. Hey, is this place always this way?
質問の意味がわからない
I don't understand what you're getting at. I'm getting at how it's always deserted. Other than nurses, doctors, and helpless, other than her, I'd not seen a single person. Did everybody go home for the New Year or
そ
something?
の理由を知りたいの
Do you really want to know? They all died. You come to this place to die. They're probably all
じゃ
dead.
あ言わない
Then I won't tell you. What if I want to know? We, who disinterestedly tossed back and forth, this exchange could not even call a conversation. The slight breeze coming from the window would not open more than 15 centimeters. From time to time, her hair would sway, as if in agreement to the flowers in the windowsill would too. This was how we killed time day after day, staring at this boring, good-for-nothing TV. Click, click, click. Oh, here you two are. Narrowly, nurse said she rushed towards us. From what I had seen in the nurse's station, she was apparently the charge nurse of 7F. Well, Miss Tetsumi, any fever?
大丈夫出てない
I'm fine, no fever. Tetsumi. So that was her name. You really shouldn't be moving around like this. ... Do you understand? Everybody's worried
別
about
に
you.
いいよ
Well, whatever. That sounds like me. Well, whatever. Come now, what kind of answer is that? Oh, children these days. The nurse continued to scold Hefneck for some while longer, and the girl named Satsumi, just pretended not to notice it at all. She simply stared forward at that boring TV, paying that fussy nurse as little heed as she could. I'll be coming later to draw some blood, okay? With those words, the charge nurse went back to the nurse's station. Hey, you know... Well, mind if I call you Satsumi? I asked, stared at her white vinyl ID bracelet and the blood type, the name written therein. ... Is there something matter, Satsumi?
どうして呼び捨てなの
Why are you calling me that? Huh?
年下のくせに
You're younger than me. Hey, why am I younger than
別に
you?
そう思っただけ
That's just what I thought is all. It wasn't that I was offended, she just called me younger than her. It was just, no matter how I looked at it, I always thought I was 5 to 6 years older than her. That's why I took out my driver's license from my vest pocket and handed it to her directly. See? It may not seem like it, but I'm 20. ... So you're younger after all. She only took a glance at my license before handing it back to me. I don't really get what you're saying. It doesn't really matter. I'm just a little older than you, that's all. She murmured as expressionlessly as ever. Her eyes were fixed on that boring TV, alright, but it felt like she was gazing at something far away. After they'd taken my AM vital signs, I snuck past the nurses and boarded the elevator. When I got to 1F, I walked to the outpatient clinic doors and walked to the outside of the hospital. My goal was this place I had been told about not long ago, the faraway B station off the nearby A station. It wasn't that I wanted to escape or anything. A 7F are at home. None of us died anywhere else. That's what I had been told. And this B station, which a girl named Simi had apparently been to many times. That's why, at least just once, I wanted to see this place with my own eyes. It's not as if there's going to be a guard on duty. Even so, we were inhabitants of 7F, different from the other inpatients. And thinking of vague maybes, so early in the morning, I head towards that station. My legs fell in a lazy gait as I glanced sidelong at the people commuting to school or work. About after 25 minutes of this, I arrived at the front of the station, roughly 4 bus stops away when I calculated it out. Wow, there are a lot of people here. That was my first impression of B Station. I stood out a bit because I was in pajamas, but I felt as if I could just buy a subway ticket and be able to go anywhere, no question about it. I still had no idea I've been going to the B Station, not the A Station, but it looks as if it would be an easy to escape if I really wanted to. She must have come here many times herself, so why did she remain on 7F right now? The station, in the early morning, I stood there thinking these thoughts as I watched people rapidly pass me by. That night, after lights out, bored of manga and able to sleep, I wandered through the hospital alone. Certainly it wasn't supposed to be allowed after lights out, but we of 7F had a particular kind of liberty. So in the presence of no light and the pitch black stillness of the lounge, that was where I found her. Hey, have you been looking outside today? Yeah. The darkened interior. She did answer me, but she continued to stare out the window as if she had not. I immediately launched into what had happened today. Oh, by the way, I went out to that station today, the B station, just as you taught me. I see. But her response did not change. She thought Iraq was something because she had been there before too. And now I had thought about it. Did the fact that she was here mean that she had no intention of escaping in the first place? I'm gonna be going home soon. What? I'm gonna end the video there. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please remember to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next video. Other than that, talk to you guys later.